Hello there.
Happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Hey, guess who's back?
Who's back?
Tangie Ambrose is back in the
Hey, Tangy
house.
girl. Hey, Tangy girl.
I'm so happy to be back.
I'm
Tangie,
happy to have you back.
Tangie brought the happy last week, and we needed another dose of the happy this week. But we're going to do a little focusing with the happy, and we're going to throw it around a couple of times about how happier is healthier.
Yes.
How being joyous slash happy um affects your body in a positive way. And
Yes.
so I did a little bit of research. We're gonna bring out this research, and I know Tangie got loads of research to say to her from her experiences, how she opens the window and lets all negativity out.
That's right.
But what is our podcast here to do, though?
Oh, see, let me tell y'all something about this podcast that Keela is making me say. I mean, that is positively one of the things that are all the way their podcast is designed to do is to change your life and transform it from what it is now to what it needs to be. Pew. And in the words and the gestures of Tangie.
Papa.
All the way there.
So, but before we get this ball rolling, I got a question for Tangie, and I got a question for Keela B.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Today, we are going to scratch the musical stylings of
Uh-oh.
Mr. Donny Hathaway.
What?
Okay.
Donny
I see you,
Hathaway.
Donnie. I see you, Donnie.
The musician who made my favorite Christmas song of all times. We're gonna scratch a little bit of Donny Hathaway
What
right
do you
here.
say? Shake a leg, shake a leg.
Does he say shake a leg? No, he don't say shake a leg.
Shake a hand.
Shake a hand, yeah.
Oh.
I thought you were singing the beginning of Give Love at Christmas Day. That's
That's what I thought. No.
That's
Shake
that's
a leg,
different.
shake a leg.
It's not shake a leg, it's shake a hand.
Okay, let's go.
And Tangie, this is that's not Give Love on Christmas Day. That's
that wasn't
this Christmas. This
This
Christmas.
Christmas.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, y'all got me all cracked out. Okay, so look, got a question for you. Well, you know what I'm saying. I'm not from the streets, so I don't use that lingo. But I got a question. If I can get it.
What's your question?
My question is, where are we going today?
We going
all the way there.
Hey. Come on, Aaron.
Where are we going today? All the way there. Let's go.
Oh,
Well, hello there.
what's the
Hello.
deal? What is the deal? How do you feel?
I feel great.
I feel wonderful. I have my tea. It is nice and chilly if you're in Michigan. I feel
Cold.
wonderful.
What does your mug say?
My mugs say my boyfriend is hotter than my coffee.
Ooh.
Girl. And
Aaron,
he is. And
you might have
is.
to let my followers know who her boyfriend is.
Tangie, like the kids say, and is.
And is. That's right.
So welcome to the show. Welcome Miss Tangie back. Guess who's back? All in. We're gonna win. Check her out. Here we go again.
Exactly.
All right. So Miss Tangie, I got an icebreaker for us, Miss Keela B.
Mm-hmm.
this icebreaker is kind of fun. You can have more than one person for this, but who is that one person? I just said you can have more than one, but so who is the person who consistently, not one time did they ever fail to make you laugh?
Or encourage you or something to that effect.
One person who has never failed to make me laugh.
No matter how you feeling at the time.
Ah.
And you guys can answer it in the chat too.
Yes, please answer in the chat. Oh, Miss Doris Graham is in the house. All hail the queen. Red carpet has been rolled out.
Gosh,
What a dull Mother Doris. And
Brother Antoine Williams in the house. Vern, the rapping Vern.
Vern, I like your answer. Vern said, I am the funniest person I know. I
period.
love that answer.
Period.
Yeah, Vern is funny. He's funny.
I love that. So let me ask you this. This person doesn't have to be a comedian or anything like that.
It could be anybody in your life.
We can sometimes have serious conversations too, right?
Yeah.
This person.
Yeah, this person, just no matter how you feeling, that you're gonna always get a laugh with them, no matter what. It could be any type of relationship.
She would probably be shocked, but she always makes me laugh.
Mm-hmm.
And it's my sister friend, Navanya.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Navanya, I'm gonna have to message her on Instagram because we talk about, she's spiritual, and we talk about the craziest things, and we get each other's humor. Mm-hmm. But I think the main thing is she has this big smile, and her laugh is
one of those people
laughing at her laugh.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Now, go ahead. I have to message her on my page so that she'll know.
Mm-hmm. Did you hit go live on Instagram?
I am live, and that's where I just hit her up.
Okay. So for me, I'm gonna say my friend Maurice. We've been friends for years. I don't care how I'm feeling. It's gonna be something goofy, something funny. By the time I hang up the phone, I promise I'm in stitches. Yeah. Like, even if I call sad, by the time I'm done with the call, I'm in stitches, literally. Mm-hmm. And I didn't forgot about the problem, and we done moved on. And he probably done watered down the problem, like it ain't even all that serious. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of, so that's my person. What about you, Aaron?
I got two. One is, Vern says, my friend, brother Edwin, my guy, been making me laugh for 24 years.
I know Edwin. His dad, I think you're friends with his son. His dad was pretty cool too. Yeah, cool family.
So I got two people. One is my friend Greg. Greg. I got two friends named Greg, but Greg T.
Okay.
Is, the dude can say, I mean, it comes out of nowhere. And it's just the funniest stuff. And he lives his life like that. Like, we go back, we can quote cartoons like we quote the Bible, right? So he names his pets after cartoon characters. And, he just lives a funny life. It's just over and over funny. Me and him have a specific sense of humor. So if I said something that he said, you probably wouldn't laugh. But because we go back 40 years.
All right. You got that history.
That makes me laugh. Yeah.
Yes.
My other person is my friend Maddie. Maddie's life makes me laugh.
Listed one person.
Maddie has always done something to make me laugh. And whether one time we were all having a party and this house, and these people have these Chinese walls, those little accordion walls.
The dividers?
The dividers, yeah. And I don't know why, but Maddie, instead of just moving it out of the way, she went through it, busted it open, and walked right through. And it's like, why would you think that needed to be busted open when you could just slide it over? Maddie is hysterical. And she just sent me a text the other day saying she failed at work and just laid on the floor laughing.
Tangie, we should name another person. Tangie should name another person.
Okay. So, all right. So Tandy, did you want to name another person?
Another person that always makes me laugh. Woo, child. I'm a thinker. Who's another person that time we get off, I'm gonna think of who else makes me laugh. Who's somebody that always makes me laugh and not think. I'm trying to see who I feel like that with. Oh, look though, Crystal has some people. Oh no,
No,
she doesn't.
she always says hello to us. Good afternoon,
Hi,
all the way there
Crystal.
podcast. Keela B, Aaron, and also welcome back, Tangie. I can't be with you guys today, but I am sharing. I will be
Oh,
sharing.
thank you,
Thank you,
Crystal.
Crystal. I can't think of anybody who makes me laugh other than Navanya. She always, like, I laugh with my BFF. I laugh with my bestie. You know, I laugh with my girls from home. I laugh with a lot of people, but Navanya always. And they're those gut rich. Because, like you said about your friend Aaron, we have a history. We used to rap together.
Hmm.
And
As in rap, like musical.
the power we possess is to the exponential. Our rising as a people is essential. Now is not the time for any wasted rhyme. It's time for a sister to drop a dime. We're in a state of emergency. Approach with urgency. Alarm, alarm. They're doing us harm. They're trying to school us, use us, do something to us. We must realize that our prize lies in our mind.
Okay.
Oh,
All of it,
oh, Tangie
right?
rocked the
Right?
rhyme.
Right?
All
The
right,
mic
Tangie.
sounds nice.
That's funny in and of itself, right?
No, that was for flow. Okay, so now you done added a new segment to the doggone show. We gonna get to the topic, but man, I got rhymes too. I got bars too.
Oh, hit something, hit something.
Oh,
Go
here
ahead,
we
Aaron.
go.
Go
Mm,
ahead, hit it,
mm,
Aaron.
uh, uh, uh. Imagine a man rotting in a prison, serving time to do a bad decision. But just then, another brother busts in to take the punishment for his sin. Now, how glad you think this brother will be to know that he's about to be free, even though he's totally guilty? His debt is paid for eternity.
Oh,
Boom,
that's good.
boom. That's
Is
all
that
I
something
got.
you wrote a
Okay.
long time ago, Aaron? Did you write that a long time ago?
Does it sound old?
Well, it has a rhythm. Like I wrote one that has that rhythm, but it's old. Mine was old too, before Nirvana and I. It was I might not remember it all. I have a friend named I won't say, but she got it going on in a positive way. She has a lot of
It just
talent
sounds like
and
that
a lot of style.
cadence.
That's why I wonder every once in a while she gets jealous. I
Mm.
don't understand. A lot of men want her, and that's why she can have almost any man that she wants. But you know what she does? She just goes and flaunts in front of my man. Then she says she's my friend, flirting and smiling with him again and again. We go places together. She
Barbara,
tries to
come
point
back.
me out, wanting all the attention without a doubt. But you know what it does? It makes her look bad. I try to tell her about herself, and she gets mad. I think it was taught to her as a child. Then it rears its ugly head every once in a while, being phony.
Ooh, girl.
Look, wait a minute, look, verse 2. Your friends might call you on a Friday night and say, girl, let's go out, but don't wear nothing tight. Instead of them worrying about what I wear, they should go out and find themselves some clothes with flair. Don't act like you like me and you're my friend, then try to play me down so you be better than me. Girl, you better get a grip on yourself. Then at least you'll be real with nothing else. But don't come over to my house and smile in my face, then behind my back say I'm a disgrace. If all you have for me is negative news, gossip and stuff that you know is not true, then more than likely you're not really my friend, because if you were, you would have put an end to the rumors going on about my life instead of sitting there smiling saying, girl, is that right?
Phony
People want
people.
to be well known, but the way they go about it is really all wrong, being phony. And then the hook was being phony. That's a subject we don't all understand. I guess it's like something in each and every man. It's all right to want to be the best you can be, but being phony, you're walking right into a catastrophe.
Yeah, Tangie, do your thing.
About to put on the Oaktown 357 album.
Oh
It went
man,
back.
man.
But
Okay.
And it
Aaron,
sounds like both those were in the same year.
it does. So Aaron, was you didn't freestyle. Was that something you wrote a long time ago?
I wrote it. It's not a long time ago. No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. No, it's cool. It's
But it was
cool.
good though,
But what's
Aaron.
a long time ago to you, Aaron? Like the last 10 years?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
I wrote that one before I moved to LA, so it was in the 90s, like maybe 95.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it had a 90s cadence to it.
Yeah.
But that goes along with happier is healthier.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
we got a good feeling, you know.
Yeah. So let me start off by this topic by saying I was gonna do my verse too, but that's okay. I'll just save it.
Do it. No, do it, Aaron. I want to hear it.
Are you? Oh, see Vern. See how funny Vern is. A long time ago for Aaron is 1938. You got it coming, Vern. You got it coming. No, we're gonna get into the topic because we're gonna get to the topic. Okay, so I heard Les Brown say this. Les Brown said, "A minute of anger weakens your immune system 4 to 5 hours." I don't know where his source is, but that sounds right because anger affects different systems in your body and it adjusts itself accordingly, according to what you're thinking and what you feel, because, the big master tank up here is sending signals. Then he flipped that coin over and he said, "A minute of laughter boosts your immune system for 24 hours.
Yes. That's why my anger is expensive and my happiness is free.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow.
That's right.
And so to get into that a little bit, we have to talk about, or let me say this too. Not only does happiness is healthier, but smiling is healthier too, because you use 3 times more facial muscles to be angry than you do to smile.
But you can also look at some of the grumpy old men who look, they always got that little look on it, even in their resting face.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because they just walked around like that all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, why you look so angry? They're like, I'm not angry. I'm like,
yeah.
Well, you look angry because
that's what we talked about last week, how people are comfortable being that way.
Yeah.
But laughter is an extension of the smile that makes the body starts to pump health everywhere. That's why when you laugh, you jolt and it shakes the health throughout the body.
Laughter is the best medicine. And I love to laugh.
Yeah. I know you do at other people's expense.
Who can make me laugh. I love a man, especially because, again, I'm a thinker and I think about things that a lot of people call deep. And it's easy to have conversations with people and they disagree because I believe what I believe and they believe what they believe.
Yeah.
But if I'm with a man and he can, like, I'm so easy to be diffused because I always want to be happy. And if he can make me laugh at myself, he can have it all.
Okay. I agree with that. Because, you don't want to be dealing with a man that's all the time sitting up angry all the time because we'll talk about something else that happens if they like that. But let me clear this up. I don't like to laugh at other people's expense, but I do like to laugh all the time. And I do love to joke and I do love jokes. So if you have a person that's always like laughing all the time or always joking, and I'll never forget this, one of my coworkers was like, I don't never know when to take you serious because you all the time walking around like you about to laugh at. And I'm like, no, I'm serious right now. Like, I'm really serious. And they like, seriously, like, are you serious? Because you always joking. But it makes me feel better. And it makes the people, if you're a joker, it makes the people around you feel better. And when you come into the room, you light up the room. And that's why people are like, are you coming? Are you coming? You know what I'm saying? Because we need you here. We need that. We need you to sprinkle some of that love across the room.
Yes.
And that's why it's so easy for some people to be like, if they go to a spot and it's like, who are there? Because I know if the little evil crew gonna be there, I don't want to be by there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I got a question, but let's hit I didn't get to read Vern's messages and Damon's. Well,
Okay.
Miss Doris Graham said that me and Tangie's rap were good.
Thank you, Miss Doris.
Thank you, Miss Doris. It made us smile.
You know what's
No.
interesting too, Aaron, is it was a long time ago. Well, for me, it was a long time ago. For you, it was kind of a long time ago, but it was still the essence of who we are today.
Mhm.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is. And
You
it
know,
is.
it
and the
wasn't.
thing is it's part of your life. You know what I'm saying? Regardless to the cadence, it's what you know. You know what
Yep,
I'm
Mhm.
saying?
yep.
Yeah.
So we were
Happy.
honest back then too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Consistent.
okay, I got my question. I forgot it, but I came up. Vern says, being miserable is a chore and it's draining. I love joy and happiness.
Me
Yes.
too, Vern.
Yeah.
Yes.
Joy.
Yeah.
Vern also says, my goal is to make people laugh every day. That's my purpose. And he's doing a great job because Vern is, I got to
Definitely.
give it to him. The brother's funny. And my cousin, little brother, Damon says, love to laugh. It makes life a lot easier, in my
It
opinion.
does. It
Yes.
So
really does.
let me ask this question. If happy is healthier, and we're going to get into some facts in a minute, why don't you? I know that people don't choose it, but what goes into making people not choose the happy? Now I know, okay, so this is why we have you on the show, Tangie, because ever since I've known you, it is obvious that you choose the happy in everything.
Here's the happy.
And it's infectious because you won't let anything take you beneath a standard that you have.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And I totally admire that. So if someone here who is kind of like a downer or whatever, what goes into not choosing the happy when the choice is available for us? What makes us choose not to be happy?
Well, I don't think people choose not to be happy. I
Mhm.
think they just get caught up in what's happening.
Got you.
That's all. They
Circumstance.
just get caught up in it. And when you're going after something in the world
Mm-hmm.
and you don't have that, whether it be a child, a man, a job, a career, a property or something, and you're just focused on the not having.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Then
Yes.
it affects their ability to be happy, their decision to be happy because they're so focused on
What they don't have,
mm-hmm.
what they don't like, and some people do it and it's not even intentional because they'll be like, well, I ain't gonna be sad, I ain't gonna
Mm-hmm.
be old living like you, I ain't gonna be broke.
Mhm.
So they think that they're being positive when really they're still focusing on the ain't goings.
Mhm.
Right.
And it takes work and effort to say, oh, wait a minute, I don't feel good, what am I thinking about right now?
Mhm.
Because I can't always control my reactions to things, but I can control whether I'm gonna keep my focus on it
Exactly.
or not.
Exactly.
Yes.
Even if it's just a moment for me to get back centered and say, okay, what do I see? I see a door, just to bring myself in this present moment.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times the stuff that we're worrying about isn't even anything that we need to worry about.
Exactly.
And
But
worrying doesn't help make it better.
it
Mhm.
doesn't. But I
Right.
think sometimes we get so stuck on things which also leads to depression because you
Yep.
get stuck, and I'm using the word sucker not in a way like I'm playing down anybody who's been clinically diagnosed with depression, but what I am saying is you kind of get suckered into believing that what you don't have, what somebody else have, and then it leads you to this road of you know depression, Debbie Down, like, oh,
Debbie
woe is
Downer.
me, woe
Yep.
is me,
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
so my
Aaron, you
big
talk. Oh, I'm sorry.
no, go ahead. I was just about to say my daughter responded to what you were saying, and she
Oh,
said it's all in the mental.
that's right, baby girl. And her name is Angel. Hey,
Yeah.
Aaron, you talked about Les Brown. Les Brown used to have a story called The Chicken Man.
Mhm.
And if I remember correctly, because I love Les Brown, but if I
Mhm.
remember correctly, the story was this man had a beautiful family. The house caught on fire, and he was afraid to go back in to get them.
Mm-hmm.
He was chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And for the rest of his life, he just bark, 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 because he was angry with himself for being chicken.
Mm-hmm.
He was stuck there. And let's use to say, don't be like the chicken man.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Don't get stuck. But I understand because again, I mean, it will never be old news to me, but I talk about it a lot because it was the blessing that I had to feel separated from my angels and to find my way back. So I know what that separation feels like. And that was when I had my baby girl who was stillborn. And
Mhm.
so I can say during that time, I wasn't separated, but I had cut off, God and my angels and all that because I was mad at them. And what helped me to come back was I wasn't myself and I needed to find my joy. And I love God and I needed to know why. And I kept asking no matter how long it took. So sometimes people have to have the strength to keep saying, why? Why? Which is what I did. I kept asking and asking and asking and asking until I got an answer that felt good with my soul, that my body said, yes, this is it. And so when people are sad, I believe they have to have the courage to ask whatever it is that they need to know to give them their peace back. So that
Mm-hmm.
takes the knowledge to know it's okay to ask. Because in my situation, the old folks said, no, you don't question God.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask why. We don't
Mm-hmm.
know God's ways. You just have to accept it. But I said, mm-mm. And so, maybe sometimes people need to be fearless in asking.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
and I think you onto something here because a lot of the times when we are not in a joyous way, we're not in a happy way, and you choose to go the other way, which is depression, it comes from an element of fear.
Yep.
Mhm.
And so fear is the common denominator. Fear is the opposite of faith, even.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And fear is the downer to, as opposed to the other way around. And when you are, like you said, you specialize in faith, Tangie.
Yep.
So you're always believing and looking up. Your branches are always up at the ceiling.
Always.
Yeah. So if somebody's down here, it's because, like you just said, they have chosen to believe the lie. Okay, so here's a good example. One of the best movies, I can't say it's my favorite, but one of the best idea for a movie is the Jim Carrey movie where what is it when he walks in the room, they build a room?
Oh,
Okay.
What
what
is
did you say?
they build a room when he walks in, and
I
his
I know
whole
what you're
life
talking about.
is a movie set.
Yes.
So that's all he knows and that's all he believes. But if he could get out of this movie set, which he does at the end of the movie,
Right.
everything becomes new. Everything, it's like a whole new world out here. I didn't even know this
Right.
existed. That's where I'm coming from. That is switching from believing what you see all the time as opposed to believing beyond what you can see.
Yeah, but
Yes.
Aaron, that's easier said than
I
done
The
because
totally
Truman
agree.
Show. The Truman
um
Show.
Truman Show.
who is it that says you change your thought, and a thought is just something a belief is just a thought you've been thinking. But we don't think like that. You and I got into an in-depth conversation before the show started and didn't come to an agreement because both of us are not going to change our thoughts.
Mm-mm.
And that's fine. But
Mhm.
my thing is, we could both change our thoughts and we could both change our lives changing our thoughts,
Mhm.
but we're not. And that's the same thing with people every day. They're
Mhm.
like, it's a fact. No, but that's true. You know what I mean? They will argue you down,
Mhm.
and that's why the last week I said, sometimes when I'm encouraging people, they will say, no, but I'm hurting, He hurt me. And then I'll finally, after I've tried and tried and tried to give them different perspectives, I'll say, if you fight me for your pain, I'm gonna let you win.
Right.
You have it. You
Yeah.
take that. You win. And
Mhm.
keep, you know,
I agree with that because there are just some people I think that some people love to hold on to it because it makes them feel, for one, like they're protected.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know, like if I hold on to this, you can't break back down this, you can't break through this barrier.
That's right.
And then two, it puts them in a space to never have to deal with that again. You know what I'm saying? So as long as I keep this in the front of me, then
Yep.
I'll always remember I'm not going to deal with that again, instead of just kind of letting it subside.
Let
But
it
that's
go.
true.
It takes courage. And then to forgive people, you know, it
Yeah.
takes a lot of courage. People
Yeah.
don't want to look stupid. That's why I don't care if I look stupid. I can look stupid.
Yeah.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
care.
That's a matter of opinion anyway. You know, people saying that you look stupid.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
Exactly.
but the one of the things that I have experienced, and I know that I've heard talk to people about this, is depression, anger, and a lot of these other negative things has an element of comfortability.
Yeah.
It
Yep.
feels good, as Tony says.
Yep.
And you don't really want to get out of there because it's what you want right now. But forgiveness that I've learned in learning and being joyous doesn't feel the same. So lack of a better care, you could put on a shoe that really looks good, but it's a little tight, and you just decide I'm gonna do it because it looked good, as opposed to putting on a shoe that looks good and feels good. See what I'm saying?
Now, one thing I did kind of get, because I have an analogy, the beginning.
Mhm.
I feel like, and you tell me if this is what you're saying. I feel like we grow up with a certain feeling, right?
Mhm.
Whatever that feeling is.
Mhm.
And we could have felt lonely as a child. We could have felt less than enough as a child. You know, we could have been chastised for things that we didn't do and be defensive as a child, whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could feel loved and beautiful and talented and wonderful. Whatever that feeling is, imagine that this is it, me squeezing my arm, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's that feeling. So let's say it's not worthy. So we grow up, we get older, and we say we don't want to feel like that no more. So
Mhm.
we get therapy and do all this counseling so
Right.
that not feeling worthy won't feel like that anymore. But we've never felt like this. That's uncomfortable
Mhm.
Right.
Gotcha.
because
Right.
we felt
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this
yeah,
so
yeah.
long.
Yeah.
So we tend to look for a mate that will make us feel that way. And we
Mhm.
keep
Mm-hmm.
attracting the same people over and over again.
Mhm.
And it's not like that feels good, but
You
it's
just can't let it.
familiar and it's
Yeah.
Familiar. That's what
comfortable.
I meant by the too tight shoe.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Familiarity breeds
So
contempt.
you have to, because let me tell you, my daddy was in the military, both of them. If you've seen my show, you know I got two. My real one, who I love, 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 really three, my stepfather, all of them.
Mhm.
Anyway, growing up as a child, he wasn't able. My birth father, who is wonderful, and I'm thankful that my life is the way it is now because he is here 24/7. But my birth father wasn't able to be there, and my daddy Ambrose wasn't able to be there. But I always knew I was loved, right?
Mhm.
So I tend to be attracted to men that are busy,
Mm.
busy some kind of way. They love me, but they can't always be there. So I can't be crowded.
Mhm.
But I gotta feel like you love me. So
Mhm.
I could be with a man that's traveling all over the world and love, as long as he let me know he loves me, like I gotta feel it. But now, if I want a man that's here all the time,
You gotta
right
let that go.
this is a lot of work for me. A man
Mm-hmm.
that wants to come over and see me every day and bring me food every day and do all these great things that I say that I want. He has to do it in a way so that I don't feel smothered. And I tried working through this feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And I attracted a man that had used drugs, but I didn't know it because he was all natural with the no shoes and the namaste and all this other kind of stuff. I attracted another one that I never had sex with, found out later he was gay. You know what I mean? So they weren't gone, they were here, but they were hiding something. So I'm sharing that story to let y'all know. He says, so can he DoorDash the food? but yes, but now because I want my man to just live across the street. So he can see in the window and get dressed. Or maybe have his own room or have a house next door. Have his space. So because I'm well aware, or if we can't have any of that, I will make sure he understands that I can't be crowded. I need space to clear my mind. That sounds crazy, but it's true.
No, it is true. Okay,
Aaron,
read this comment.
Oh no. Let's go up 2 comments. Let's start with Vern's and go back down. Vern said, "It's my belief that sugar does go on grits. I will not change my thoughts." He is hilarious.
Oh, Vern, I haven't had grits, and I should have some grits today.
Damon says, "Pain is not worth fighting for."
That's
Got you.
right.
Now, Angel
That's right,
says,
Damon. It's not.
"I believe it takes work to become happy and to expand your gratitude. That's why there's such things as journaling and praying. It's hard sometimes to be the bigger person while hurting." Boom, shakalaka, real.
But if you want to take care of yourself and be healthy and keep being beautiful like you are, because I saw your picture really pretty, you got to take care of yourself. Definitely. And forgiving is not even about the other person. I know y'all have heard that before. Me forgiving you or him or her or whomever is for me.
Right.
Me saying God, and that's for me, it also helps to understand why, to see the bigger picture, because when I know that this person did whatever it was that they did so that I would go in a different direction, then I'm not mad. I'm thankful.
Right. Exactly.
For hitting me with the car, because
wait, hitting me with the car?
Yeah.
I forgive you after I hit you back.
Because they had insurance and my car got fixed. I don't know. I'm just, or because it kept me from getting to the job where I would have gotten a fight with somebody. I don't know, whatever it is. But or thank you for complaining about my dog, because you have made me want to get away from you faster, whereas I would have been comfortable in this spot. You know what I'm saying?
I do. Because actually there's a Bible verse that talks about forgiving, and it's kind of fuzzy right now. I should have looked it up, but it's a verse that talks about forgiving a person puts the vengeance in God's hands. Without the forgiveness, he's gonna leave that for you to avenge yourself, and you're gonna fail. And you just go through all this unhealthy stuff because you're unhappy. But forgiving puts it in God's hands. It's just so hard for humans to do. And I'll give it a personal, not example, but for men who are trained to defend, protect, and if one of our loved ones is touched by some evil force, it's a process for us. It's a process for us. And so if someone has an easy time forgiving and they say, well, forgive it, give it them guys. Okay, that sounds like rhetoric at first, because that's how we're built to protect. So it doesn't mean the process is not happening. It just means it's a process for us.
But it's protecting and forgiveness are 2 different things. So I think you can be protective and still be forgiving. Like, I think your person that you're protecting.
As soon as I pop you back, oh, I forgive you. I
okay.
And I wish you would forgive me forgive me for popping you back.
But why you gotta do that though?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that much? Was that a bit much?
No,
Tangie can
that
talk.
was your truth. When you started talking about forgiving so that God has the vengeance, I said, okay, this is a man thing. Because I don't think about the vengeance.
Right.
When I forgive, I say I release them to their greater
Yeah.
good so they can prosper
I'm gone.
someplace
It's a
else.
man. That's why I said for men. You're
Yeah,
right. For
so
men, it's a process. So we have to be treated as if, okay, he's at step 1. He's at step 2. Leave him alone. Don't try to push him to step 10. Just let it roll. And I don't think a lot of people understand pushing people is not a good thing when it comes to that. They have to go through, just like grieving. It's a process. Okay. We're running out of time. So let's hit some.
it is the
Yeah.
woman. Well, I can't say it's the woman's responsibility though, but I have chosen some men that believe in vengeance,
Yeah.
and so it is an art to soothing them. I'm pretty good at that.
Mm-hmm.
And
then they got to go home though.
So listen, there is this quote, and I sent it to Aaron, but a lot of people should understand. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. And how stupid is that? Because
Very.
the poison is the anger.
Mhm.
So if you are consumed with all of this anger and you're expecting something to happen to them, all of the while this stuff is happening inside of your body because you're allowing anger to consume you.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
that's the poison.
Yep.
So
Because what if
Mhm.
you taking vengeance on that person who touched somebody and you accidentally hit somebody else?
Mhm. I'm gonna ask for
Because
forgiveness.
because
I'm gonna say,
that
can you
actually
move?
happens.
Can you move so I can shoot him, please?
That actually
Why did
happens
you
a
get in the
lot.
way? Why are you in
People
the way?
bleed on other people because
Yep.
of
And
something.
sometimes when that happens, the person that you're taking the vengeance for now feels like, oh, I caused this person, and they the ones that need the love.
It happens all the time.
Hey, okay.
But we appreciate you for loving us.
Yes, I popped them out of love, but the person was in the
Yeah,
way.
but
So
the innocent bystanders, they get
okay.
okay.
On the next Oprah Winfrey show. Okay, so let's hit these facts. Let's hit these facts
That's right, Cuzzo.
about what happiness actually does health wise.
Okay. Get me with it.
So,
keeps you young.
Yes, that's one of them. That's one of them. Tangent is coming as soon as. Okay, so it appears to boost the immune system. A healthy immune system is important for overall health. Research has shown that being happier may help keep your immune system strong. This may help reduce your risk of developing colds or chest infections. One study in over 300 healthy people looked at the risk of developing colds after individuals were given a common cold virus via nasal drops. At least the least happy people were almost 3 times as likely to develop the cold compared to their happier counterparts. Boom, shakalaka.
Wow, interesting.
Very
Check
interesting.
that out. What's the next one?
Okay, wait 1 second. Okay, here's the next one.
Well, this is not okay. Well, this is just ways to increase your happiness. Express gratitude to people. Get active, aerobic exercise, and also and also cardio. Get a good night's rest. Spend time outside.
Mm-hmm.
Meditate. I particularly say on the word of God, but and then eat a healthier diet. Okay, all of those things increases happiness. Okay, what's the next one that happiness has an effect on health? Other ways, it may reduce frailty. Frailty is a condition characterized by the lack of strength and balance. A study of 1,500 elderly adults found that the happiest individuals had a 3% lower risk of frailty over the 7-year study period. It also protects against stroke. A stroke occurs when there is a disturbance in blood flow to the brain. A study in older adults found that positive well being lowered the risk of stroke by 26%.
Wow. I can see that. I can
I
see
can
that.
see that too.
Yeah.
I can see that too.
This is the one you talked about, Tangie. It may lengthen your life expectancy. Being happy may help you live longer. A long term study published in 2015 looked at the effect of happiness on survival rates in 32,000 people. The risk of death over the 30-year study period was 14% higher in unhappy individuals compared to their happier counterparts.
Mm.
Check it out. Check that out.
Very
Wow.
interesting, people. This next one.
Ooh.
It may protect your heart. Happiness may protect the heart by reducing blood pressure, a major risk factor for heart disease. A study of over 6,500 people over the age of 65 found that positive well being was linked to a 9% lower risk of high blood pressure.
Wow.
Happiness may also reduce the risk of heart disease, the biggest cause of death worldwide.
Mm.
Wow.
Just being happy,
We got
Miss Tangie.
power.
Just being happy, Miss Tangie.
Just
Making
being-
a decision.
So, what is the bottom line?
Well, you got
we
this
got it.
one and then the bottom line.
Woo! Arthritis is a common condition that involves inflammation and degeneration of joints. It causes painful and stiff joints and generally worsens with age. A number of studies have found that a higher positive well-being may reduce the pain and stiffness associated with this condition. Being happy may also improve physical functioning in people with arthritis.
Mm.
Check it. It's like just changing an attitude
Yep,
adjustment
your attitude.
Yep.
brings health.
Yep.
Man,
Health is wealth. Health is wealth. The bottom line, Aaron.
bottom line, scientific evidence suggests that being happy may have major benefits to your health. For starters, being happy promotes a healthy lifestyle. It may also combat stress, boost your immune system, protect your heart, and reduce pain. What's more, it may even increase your life expectancy. While further research is required to understand how these effects work, there's no reason you can't start prioritizing your happiness now. Focus on the things that make you happy will not only improve your life, it may help extend it too.
Look at God.
Check that out. And that goes straight over to that Bible verse that we were talking about. Think on these things, whatsoever
Yeah.
things are lovely, whatsoever things. It goes right along with that. And it's just like God to give you a component inside your body that produces health. And it's just by laughing improves everything about your health and well-being. Isn't that something?
Yeah, that is something.
Stop worrying for a second, a minute.
Just
So
chill.
Vern says happiness also helps some good loving.
Absolutely.
Vern, I was thinking about that myself.
Don't nobody want no Grinch or no grouch.
Yep.
That's
You're
real talk.
absolutely right.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
absolutely right. And I also thought, I have a friend who was blessed, I'll say blessed, to have a stroke. And the left side of her body was, practically gone. And she did a lot of work and meditating and different things to get her strength back. And she has her strength back, and you wouldn't know it now looking at her. But when she starts to fear and worry and doubt and stress, that left side starts to go.
Starts to droop it in.
So I told her it was such a gift that God blessed her with, because she has to think on things that are for her highest divine good. Because if she doesn't, her body lets her know.
And you know what's amazing is if you really are in tune with your body, the majority of the time it will let you know. If you are really, really in tune, like you may have headaches, heart palpitations, sleeping,
Arthritis.
dizziness,
Yep.
you know,
Back pain.
all of that, you know, it
Yep.
plays a part of that. That I believe that.
Mhm.
Colds. All of
Hmm.
it.
Yeah,
All
and
of it.
people who get sick a lot, you know, it's kind of like what's happening, what's going on in your
What are
life.
you
Maybe you need to
thinking?
reduce some stress, reduce some things. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You don't
So
get sick a lot, do you, Aaron?
say that again.
You don't get sick a lot, do you?
No, not much at all.
Right. I
No.
don't either.
Mm-mm. Not about. And I know you don't, Tangie,
I don't.
because
I
but now
don't.
if I live near a beach like you do, and then we have beaches here, but it ain't like the ocean like you near.
Oh
But
yeah.
man, do you know how much I would be there every day? I would just be there
Mm.
when the sun went up and went down
I
because
would too if I lived closer. But let me tell you what happened last time I went to the beach. I went to a different beach. I'm not gonna tell you which beach, but a different beach from the normal beach I went to. And I
Mhm,
spread my little blanket out and I was watching the little people go in the water. And
mhm,
I saw a sign that said, "Don't play in the water because of bacteria."
mhm, mhm,
Heard about that?
mm-mm, because of bacteria.
Because of bacteria. I
Yeah.
still had to put my feet in the water.
Oh, you did it anyway.
I did, Aaron. And then once I put my feet in the water,
Mhm.
I had to go a little bit further. I said, Lord, you just gonna have to protect me. I won't stay in here long. And then I went like up to here and I thought, am I gonna get a bacteria infection or something? I didn't, y'all. But
You know, in my mind, that is so crazy. That was the first thing I thought. Like, you
I
went up
did.
here.
You
I
ain't
Okay.
did.
gotta you
But
ain't
the
gotta worry about this man going home now. He is definitely ain't coming. he
but
gonna
I didn't, but I did worry about it because the water felt so good. And I'm like, this is God's ocean. I should be able to put my feet in the water. And I put my feet in and it just went higher. And I was like, but I didn't get sick and I didn't put my face in. I didn't, maybe it was that I didn't need to swallow any because I didn't do that.
Mhm. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, yeah,
I'm
because
glad you didn't swallow
because
any
you're
water.
gonna get a lot of door dashing. Okay, so look, so Tangie, we want to give some time for you to talk about your play date.
Oh, I'm having a play date. Yes, on April 13th.
Hmm.
It's going to be at the Heart in North Hollywood.
Hmm.
And I just want to play with people. I literally want to play and I want to share with them how they can keep their joy and some of the things that I've learned about happiness and being happy in the midst of the storm
Hmm.
and
Okay.
how I've overcome.
Hmm.
I
Mhm.
want it to be fun. I want to touch them. People keep telling me not to say you want to touch because people might think something sexual, but I
Yeah.
don't mean sexual.
Right.
I mean,
Mhm.
I'm so thankful to be in this body. I like to connect with people and I want it to be a wonderful exchange of energy.
Mhm.
Not a
Hmm.
one-woman show, a play date with Tangie.
Hmm.
Okay.
And it's also celebrating my mother's birthday because I said the last episode, my mother passed on 2/2, February 2nd, 8 years ago. And my kids called my mother 2/2. So I thought it was kind of cute that she decided to leave on that day.
Hmm.
But every anniversary around, the time of her anniversary, I'll have a dream or something. And this year it was Do Your Happiness Show.
Hmm.
And I was like, nobody wants to see no happiness show. They're not gonna come. And I lay back down. I said, I'm not doing that. Nobody's gonna come. And then as I woke up the second time, I clearly heard my mother's voice say, if you're afraid, do it anyway.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So I'm like,
Do
I'm
it.
afraid, but I'm gonna
Be
do it
like
anyway.
be
Yeah.
like
Because
Nike and
it will
do it.
be fun.
I
Hmm.
It'll be
think so.
fun. And I want to have fun with the people and I want to connect and I want to share. So that's what I'm doing on the 13th in honor of her birthday.
Hmm.
And yeah, we're going to have to sing happy birthday too. And I might make a video. So y'all
Happy
come feeling cute. And then on the 14th, I am speaking for Black mental health awareness and talking about childbirth and child loss and encouraging women to, continue loving their bodies, have faith, don't be upset about, it with yourself if you were blessed to have a miscarriage or stillbirth, and I will help them find the blessing in it by sharing my story. So that's what I'm doing.
Excellent. And when you come to the show, which is locally, right? It's a local. You want to say what city?
Yes, it's in North Hollywood, Los Angeles, California, April 13th, and the other one is April the 14th. Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
So when you go there and you connect with Tangie, make sure you go home because she don't like to be crowded. She ain't trying to go back.
But like I love to love, and I love really hard. I do. Like, I'll see people say, I don't want them telling me they love me. I don't believe them. Everybody say they love. I love to love. If I can find anything redeeming about a person that I can love, I will love them.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm the same way.
I'm the same way, Tangie. I am the same way. I love everything.
Yes. I know you gonna vengeance is I believe you, Aaron.
I love everybody. So
I wish y'all were here because just being able to touch, like, I love this. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna start doing my podcast on this venue. So thank you, because y'all have taken me all the way there. This is so much better.
Well, that's what we do.
Yeah, I love it. But I also love to touch people. I love to hug people.
I'm like you.
Yeah. So maybe I should make them have to get their
I do like to love people. Why would you look like that?
I didn't say a word.
Yeah, but your face.
Y'all, but they boyfriend and girlfriend.
I didn't say a word.
You did. You kind of I do love to love people. I don't even know why you would say otherwise.
You do.
Now you, on the other hand.
Okay.
But
Tangie, you're going to be speaking about your book, right?
That's on the 14th.
Right.
Yes, I'm going to be speaking about my book.
And your book is called
A Branch with No Leaves. It was presented like a gift.
Because I'm trying to get to the.
When you said a branch with no leaves, the first thing I thought about was a switch, because that's what we used to get whoopings with.
Hilarious.
A branch with no leaves.
Hilarious. You know what?
Presented like a gift.
You know what? I can totally see that. I can totally see that.
I'm like, I'm going to get a book and read about a switch.
But your people didn't like leave one leaf and just beat you to the last.
No, she snatched it off and just ripped all the leaves off like that. And it was over. Yeah. It was over.
And this wasn't even that branch. This was a branch because when I actually saw the branch with no leaves in real life, I was in New Mexico and I tried to bring it home. And when it was going through the airport, they broke it up.
Hey, Tangie, give a challenge for the people for the week.
But y'all didn't tell me if you did what you were supposed to do last week.
Oh, that's right. Nobody. No. Well,
okay,
Ms. Graham says the Bible says a merry heart work is good like a medicine. Excellent, Miss Graham. So give us a new challenge.
The challenge for the week is before you go to bed, think a happy thought.
I like that.
Don't pick your phone up, turn the TV on, or anything after you think that thought. After you think that happy thought, go to sleep.
I like that challenge. That's a good challenge.
Yeah.
We want you to stay focused. We're going to do that.
Thank you, Miss Tangie, for the double show that you blessed us with.
Yes, and it was fun.
Y'all are so much fun. It goes by so fast. It's like
it does. It really does.
Much success on your play date. Yeah, and every other endeavor that you do, you seem to knock it out of the park. We appreciate you so much.
We definitely do.
Did you know I played my first grandmother role this week?
I saw the pictures. I don't know how we got less than a minute before.
Okay, Don't hang up. Guys, have a good week. Next week we'll have Mrs. Corey Satori, the manifestation and mindset coach. So come on,
y'all ready for that?
Yeah.
Bye, Miss.
See you later. See y'all later, alligators.
Bye.